Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and welcome to the first episode of What's the Crack? Hello my friends, it is so great to be back. As I'm sure you've probably noticed, I have not really been posting for the last, 2 months or so now. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm alive. I haven't given up on you guys. I haven't given up on the channel. The fact of the matter is I have been very, very busy with something super exciting. I can't tell you guys exactly what it is yet, but just know that it is coming very, very soon. So here it is now. I'm putting you on notice. Consider this the vague book, vague post, hype train. Everyone, let's get behind this. This is going to be the greatest thing to ever hit the magic community type thing, and let's get really excited about it. I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to be doing a video on this topic very soon, talking about exactly what I've been doing for these last few months. Some of you guys have been so kind. You reached out to me and were even like, hey, Michael, are you okay? You haven't been posting. Are you still alive? Don't worry. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm healthy. My family is happy and healthy. Everyone is good. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everyone that reached out. You guys are the best. Now, on to the topic of this video. This is sort of the first style video like this that I've done for this channel. I'm titling it, What's the Crack? And the subject matter of this video is simple. I talk about some of the magic news, some of the gossip in the magic community, things like this. So I hope you guys enjoy this content. Let me know in the comment section below at the end of this video if you guys want to see something like this in the future. If you guys have any crack you want to share with me, feel free to do so. I love crack and I love sharing this kind of stuff with you guys. But let's go ahead and dive right into this video. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to do was give a little shout out to friend of the channel and a good friend of mine, Harold Jordan. He is putting together a really cool project called Magic in Summerville. It's going to be dropping July 9th, and he sent me the trailer for it. I thought it was really cool. I wanted to share it with you guys. I just took a quick sneak little glimpse peek at it, and I thought it was so cool. I stopped watching it. I decided to watch it and react to it with you guys. So why don't you say, let's go ahead and take a look at the video. Ominous smoke. Those are my favorite reactions, by the way. I love when people freak out and they just can't handle it.
If you guys could have any superpower in this world, what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a look.
Super cute. I love this reaction. How do you do that? Magic in Summerville. So Harold told me a little bit about this, and he told me that it's going to be a sort of festival celebrating magic in his hometown of Summerville. I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can check out the premiere. It's going to be dropping on July 9th. Again, links to all of that stuff in the description. This looks really cool. I have a huge, huge passion and huge love for people that are going out there. They're doing their thing. They're putting it all out there, right? And they're just really following their dream and making their dream come true. I know that it brings a tear to your eye. Maybe some of you think it's a little cheesy, but it really does. It means a lot. So again, thank you so much, Harold, for sharing this with me. I look forward to seeing it, and I hope you all do too. All right, next up, a little bit of gossip in the magic community. Probably the reason you guys are tuned into this video. But there is a very well-known TikTok magician. I'm not going to name his name in this video because I don't want you guys to go check out the video that I'm going to talk about. But he revealed one of a very popular magician's gimmicks that he uses for a good majority of his magic. He revealed exactly how it worked on his channel, and this caused, as you can imagine, some controversy. So real quick, I wanted to kind of do a little video reminding you guys about my stance on magic exposure on social media. And it's been a while, at least 2018, since I've last talked about this subject, so maybe my views have changed a little bit. But for the most part, the way that I see it is there's two different ways to expose magic. There's exposing magic accidentally and exposing magic intentionally. Okay? Accidentally, of course, you're performing something, maybe you haven't rehearsed it enough, you're not quite sure your angles, but you post a video of yourself performing an effect, something flashes, the trick doesn't go right, but for whatever reason, you still post it, right? These things can easily be avoided. Just make sure that you're watching your video over, checking for flashes, checking for mistakes, things like this before you post it. That way you don't accidentally expose the method or how anything works or anything like that. And you guys, if you are a magician and you're watching someone, especially someone that's kind of new into magic, and they post a video and maybe it kind of messes up a little bit, something flashes, something's exposed, don't just go right for the throat. You know, feel free to give them some constructive criticism, but help them along. That's one thing that I really strive for on this channel, is that we want to bring the community together, unrelated but related in the same kind of way. There was an incident that happened in a Facebook group not too long ago where a magician was posting some stuff that they were doing. The magic community, of course, in this group, they went at this guy's throat, and he ended up basically leaving the group, and he was saying he didn't want to really be part of this community anymore. And that's a shame, because he was actually pretty good. But yeah, so it's really important. Make sure that we're being kind. Make sure that we're being helpful, right? So that's accidentally exposing magic. Now there are people that intentionally expose magic, and they do so in two ways as well. Teaching, lecturing, doing tutorials, whatever you want to call it. And what I like to call exposure tricks for clicks. So when we're talking about teaching magic, we're talking about someone explaining how the effect works for the sake of teaching the person on the other side watching the video how to then perform the trick and perform it. How to learn the trick and perform it for other people, right? Tricks for clicks is when you have people exposing magic in like a 10-second TikTok video just so that they can get those clicks. It's not meant to be educational. It's not meant to teach someone how to go out and perform said piece of magic. It's literally just there so that people can see the secret, go, ah, that's how it works, and then move on to the next thing, right? Those types of things I don't really like, I don't really appreciate, but in my opinion, it's kind of a little bit of a gray area. If you're going to do these tricks for clicks videos and you're going to expose magic, whatever, have at it, Haas. As long as the things that you're exposing are simple little tricks, right? Like, you know, tossing the toothpick in the air and it's behind your finger, or those kind of things. Really basic math tricks, things like this. Or one thing that you can do that is kind of clever actually is expose the trick, but don't really expose the trick. You can put a little bit of a twist on it. For example, maybe you do the floating card trick, right? And so you say, this is how it works, and you do the behind the scenes, and it's a person just holding a fan like this underneath. I mean, that could be fun. That could be clever, right? And you can get people to share that and be like, show your friends, you know, let them in on the secret or whatever. And that could be kind of cool. I don't know. But just straight up being like, yeah, this is the thing that I use to float the thing. And look, this is me setting it up and putting it together and all this stuff. And then, you know, they do the off-camera boop, boop, boop. Like now they're all ready for it. And then they go in and they do the thing and whatever, right? And it just gives the secret to the trick away just for the sake of doing it. I don't care much for those. I think it's lazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now, the one thing that I absolutely cannot condone when it comes to this is exposing marketed material that you do not have permission to be exposing. So, for example, I put out a product, something I spent years of my life creating. I put it out on the market, and then you buy it, you learn the trick, and then you expose it on social media so that you can get some more followers, get some more views on that particular video. This I am 100% against, for the simple reason that now you are stealing from the person who created the effect. If you're exposing the double lift, you probably shouldn't do that, but I'm not going to get on your case about it because there's already so many ways that you can go and look up like what a double lift is. A lot of people in the general public know what a double lift is. Don't crucify me. I know some of you guys are already ready to start typing a novel in the comment section talking about how we shouldn't be exposing the double lift because there are tons of magicians that use the double lift, and if you expose the double lift, how am I supposed to do the double lift in my performance, right? The simple solution to that is to make sure that your double lift doesn't look like a double lift, right? Because people are going to be exposing it. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and expose the double lift, but I can kind of see people exposing that and it not being the hugest of deals, right? But to go out and expose something that's marketed material that someone worked really hard on, they put their heart and soul into, they released it just for you to expose it, that's not cool, right? If you're teaching magic for the sake of an educational purpose, for me personally, I don't mind that. Again, as long as you have permission to be teaching the subject matter in the video, you're not stealing someone else's content and teaching it just so you can get clicks on your channel. But it's something that's either in public domain, something you created, or something that you got permission from the original creator to perform. In that case, totally fine. So, the too long didn't read version, after you guys sat through this whole thing, is to kind of summarize. It's really simple. Don't expose magic, and if you are going to expose magic, you better make sure that you are doing it in the correct way. Teach it. Know how to teach, right? Don't just... No one wants to see someone that learned the trick yesterday up on YouTube making a video explaining how to do the trick, right? You should know what you're doing. You should be competent as a performer, right? You should know how to teach all of this stuff. And the purpose should be education first, not clicks first, right? That's number one. Number two, if you are going to do these kind of little exposure videos, try to come up with some kind of clever twist for it. Don't just go out there and make a 10-second video exposing how a trick works, and especially don't do that if it's someone else's marketed material. I wanted to talk about someone that did something incredible, and I'm talking about the future of magic, the young magicians of the Magicians Club at the Magic Circle, specifically Ryland Petty and all of his friends. These guys just did a couple of episodes of Britain's Got Talent, and boy, let me tell you, I was completely blown away. The magicians, the young magicians in the background did an excellent job. You could tell everything was rehearsed and choreographed. But oh my goodness, Ryland, if you were watching this, because I know that you are a fan of this channel, if you were watching this, let me just say, buddy, you absolutely crushed it. And there's one thing that I wanted to discuss more than anything in this video, which is why I saved the best for last, and that is simple. Guys, we need to be doing our best to lift and to help and to just see the young magicians grow, right? This is why earlier I was mentioning, if you see someone posting a video, and they screw up, don't go at their throat, because if they decide, you know what, I can't do this, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I am terrible, etc., and then they stop, I don't know, this person could be the next Britain's Got Talent star, right? You never know. And all of this is so good for magic, People see this and they're like, wow, that is just so cool how this young lad is able to go out there on stage, comfortable as all hell in his own skin, didn't look nervous at all, not even a little bit, and just goes out there and just absolutely kills it. And he does magic an absolute service. Now, he performed this effect in the gala show at Blackpool this year, and things kind of went a little bit wrong. The gimmick kind of broke. I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but things didn't really go exactly to plan. And he was able to recover from this, Ryland that I'm speaking about, was able to recover from this and move on just like a professional. Sometimes things happen. I'll never forget, I was watching Helder Gimeres at the Magic Castle, and he was doing his sympathy cards, I believe is the name of the routine. You know the one I'm talking about, with the 2 wine glasses. You put the cards, a spectator shuffles one packet, you shuffle another packet, a card is chosen, turned over in each packet, and then the cards are put inside the glass, and you reveal the cards one by one, and they all match until you get to the face down card. You turn those over, those 2 cards match, and all of the cards match, and it's like a, impossible matching prediction type effect, right? Helder's doing this routine, and the cards don't match. And the cards don't match. And the cards don't match. And he gets to the face down card. He turns it around. They don't match. He turns it around. They don't match. Goes all the way through the whole routine. Steps in front of the table, ready for his applause cue. And he just goes, yeah, I f***ed up. Anyway, so he just went right into the next thing. Everyone laughed. Everyone thought it was funny. But it goes to show even some of the most incredible, talented people, I'm talking FISM award-winning magicians, make mistakes on stage. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's how you recover from it. Ryland recovered like a champ. But having said that, there were still magicians out there, keyboard, armchair magicians that like to just talk as much crap as they can. And none of that is helpful. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I think you guys get the gist of it. Be kind. Be willing to help out, especially if you're a magician that's been into magic for a while. Maybe you've been around the block a couple times. You kind of know what's what. Mentor these young magicians. And when I say young, I don't necessarily mean young by age, but just, magicians that are just getting started. Mentor these guys. Help them out. Find ways to build them up. Because when you build them up, they grow to be better magicians. And that just brings the whole magic community up together. Some phrase out there, a rising tide raises all the ships. Or so they say, right? So that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around now because I'd like to make a couple of important announcements. All right, my friends, thank you for watching. If you have not already done so, click the subscribe button. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, don't forget to ring the bell. That way you guys will know every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to support the channel for just $1 a month, also consider clicking the join button and join the Mob Squad. The Mob Squad is my membership right here on my YouTube channel, and you gain access to a bunch of cool stuff. You'll get to see my tutorial videos. You'll get early access to all these uploads so you don't have to wait. You'll get discounts at O'Brien Magic Shop, and I'll even shout you out right here on the channel. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome some of the newest members. Please say hello to Maxime Laliberte, Sean Keys, and Howard Markovitz. Thank you guys so much for joining the channel. It's because of you that I am able to keep on keeping on. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you here at O'Brien Magic.